Hi everyone, I'm Courtney Opshaug with Blue Ocean Gear, and I'm going to present our work on a platter link device to display gear positions for ropeless gear interoperability. I'd also like to recognize my co-authors Doug Traeger, Tom Jimenez, Lori Karen, and commercial lobster fishers Mike Lane and Joe Barrow. Material from this presentation can be shared via social media. We're focusing this project on gear awareness as this is critical for interoperability of ropeless gear. As has been noted in many forums, primary needs for gear awareness are by enforcement to know what gear is set beneath the surface, and by other vessels to avoid gear conflict, including both other fixed gear harvesters so they don't set on top of gear already there, and mobile gear fishers to avoid towing nets or trawls through regions with ropeless gear. Shown in this photo are the remains of ropeless gear after it was unintentionally dragged through, which is exactly what we're trying to avoid. Recognizing that there are several systems being worked on for gear interoperability, we focused on addressing certain key points that have been highlighted by fishers. First, while acoustics are the standard means of getting range data to gear in the water, not every vessel is equipped with acoustic equipment. While this would then indicate relying on cloud-based data, this brings us to number 2, which is the lack of universal, reliable internet on every vessel, making access to this data challenging while offshore. The third item is feedback from fishers that they would like to have gear position data displayed on their onboard GPS chart plotter, which means integrating with a wide variety of systems. In order to address these issues while still meeting the requirements of gear awareness, we've developed a vessel transceiver device called a platter link. This is a vessel-mounted box with the capability for multiple means of communication. It has access to the cloud, which means on-demand data stored there can be downloaded without the need for expensive internet service, and is designed to display on any navigational chart plotter. An additional feature is the ability to communicate with smart buoys at the surface over radio link. This feature is useful when hauling on-demand gear equipped with a smart buoy in fog, rough seas, or to locate gear that surfaces further from where expected. As ropeless gear is set by different harvesters, data on when and where it was set is uploaded to the cloud via the manufacturer's system, either while they are on the water or after they return to dock. When that vessel is back out fishing or when other vessels are in transit through the region, the platter link goes into action. On-demand gear within a 2-mile range of the vessel that has had its location stored in the Earth Ranger database is sent via Iridium to the platter link on the vessel. The data is then displayed on the onboard chart plotter regardless of plotter manufacturer. The display distinguishes between gear belonging to the vessel using that platter link and gear that does not. Mobile fishers or other vessels without any ropeless gear can now see this information as well within the range of their boat location, which can help in selecting a route or setting gear in a way that avoids conflict with gear already set. The specific project details involve working with 11 fishers in the Lobster Management Area 1, specifically the Massachusetts Bay Restricted Area, as highlighted by the regions circled in red on the map, but may expand to regions beyond during the project duration. The project involves 7 lobster harvesters that are using up to 10 trawls of on-demand gear, starting with EdgeTech and Smelts, but can be any gear that is approved for the closure and is available on the Earth Ranger Cloud database. All the lobster fishers are intended to be part of the federal EFP or Massachusetts LOA. 4 of the fishers use mobile gear in the same region. Data will be collected during multiple open and closed seasons and will include automated data collection representing gear and vessel locations. We'll also collect information on cost associated with the Iridium communications to be able to assess this versus other potential options for the cloud to vessel link. Feedback and screenshots from fishers of where they're seeing gear deployed near where they fish can help determine if they're using this data to inform where they set their gear or tow nets or trawls. The primary objective is to have a standalone system that any vessel can use for gear awareness and ultimately avoid gear conflict. At this stage, platter link devices have been installed on 2 lobster boats and 2 mobile gear vessels, with more scheduled in October after the time of this recording. End-to-end tests have been run after install to ensure data is being received and displayed prior to fishing. Integration with several different chart plotters has also been achieved. The first system to work with was TimeZero, a software-based plotter company, and we've also successfully integrated with the plotters that are commonly used in the fleet, such as PC WinPlot and Garmin. The screenshot on the left is actually from a mobile fisher's TimeZero chart plotter displaying ropeless gear set near where he fishes. The red marker is the boat location, and there are markers of EdgeTech gear and the associated smart buoy to the south. They can then use this information to avoid towing gear through this area. Having this data displayed on their chart plotter makes it easy to see what the environment looks like in terms of gear set nearby. On the top right, you can see EdgeTech and smart buoy locations displayed on a lobster harvester's plotter as well. As the fishing seasons move forward, we'll work with our partners in these fisheries to iterate as necessary and work toward achieving the goal stated for the project, and we look forward to updating the status within the coming year. I'd like to thank our partners at the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation, International Fund for Animal Welfare, the commercial fishers in this project, EdgeTech, Smelts, Earth Ranger, and the New England Fisheries Science Center. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to answering any questions.